Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part 22 and we are here ready to go ahead and make our way down towards Fuschia City. This is going to be a little bit of a long run. The plan is pretty simple. We have Tortellini in the front. I would like to see this Combusken evolve into a Blaziken so we can see how Blaziken fuses with a Lantern to make this custom sprite come together. It's been something on my mind since the very start of the game. I'm very curious to see how it develops. Me obviously saying this means that I've jinxed it and this thing is going to tragically die somehow, but we'll see if that happens, I guess. The plan, however, is, like I said, very simple. We're just going to fight a whole bunch of trainers on the way down to Fuschia City. However, first, I do want to quickly show some of the randomized encounters on this route, because I came over here to test if things were up to date, because I did re-randomize everything again, just in case the new sprites weren't loaded for whatever reason. I did re-randomize after the 6.0 update, but just in case they weren't for whatever reason, I did it again. Some of these sprites over here are crazy. Boom. A Genesect fusion. Boom. A Darkrai Machamp fusion. Wild. Boom. Larvitar, Gardevoir. Like, the fusions over on this route are nuts, and I don't know why they're so crazy. I'm honestly kind of sad that this route is not where I can get my next encounter, because I think we got Cubone, Trapinch or something over there at some point instead, and I think that was also an encounter that we failed, but that route now is crazy. Route 13, however, is where we were up to, and I believe we are just going ahead and fighting ourselves a whole bunch of trainers. I'm going to try and use the Zoo-Ass. We're not going to try and use the Zoo-Ass. We're going to try and use Tortellini as much as possible. I might try and use it against some risky fights. I don't know, and I'm also going to keep speed up on, just because we're probably fine to just zoom through some things. We've got, for the most part, our team where we want it. I don't think any of these are going to be super scary for us. This is famous last words, by the way. This is absolutely how I get a Pokemon KO'd, by me going, hey, we can start, you know, taking things a little bit quicker. But this is probably more of like a put it on your second monitor kind of episode, chill out, look over every now and again if I go, ooh, look at that, sort of thing. Bliss Vial. That sounds like I double kick the lights out of it. Take down. Holy damage. I do not like how much damage that did. I also do not like the fact that I did not KO him. I do, however, really want all of that delicious, nutritious XP. And we do have Hyper Potion. And it was using Takedown. Minimize. No, 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 no. No minimize. Come on now, let's just double kick. Takedown does a lot of damage. We land the double kick. How much XP is that? 4,140 XP. Okay. That actually wasn't as many levels as I thought. I thought we were going to go straight to 35. And Dracro. I'm going to stay in so we can switch out. Do I need to switch out? Dragon Flying? Yeah, Flying type moves a little bit scary, I guess. We can just go ahead and go into Skittles. Skittles is also something that I want to go ahead and get evolved, but that's just going to take longer. Just it has to get to 42 before we can get Aggron. Hopefully we'll get there, because I want to see all of the sparkles around a giant Godzilla Aggron, because that just sounds kind of entertaining, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. Quick heal onto our good old Tortellini, and we continue. The Dun Dude. That's just a Dunsparce. That's just a Dunsparce with hands. Kind of scary. Imagine if Dunsparce had hands. It would no longer be the useless Pokemon. Its whole everything would change. It makes me kind of sad. I kind of like the fact that Dunsparce is the useless Pokemon. I think I've said this before, but I'm actually very, very happy with the Dunsparce. I think the Dunsparce is done very well, because it's still pretty dang useless. It just gains an extra segment. But I think it's done well. Are you primary? You should be Bug Steel. Good typing. Very good typing. Unfortunately for him, we have a fire type move. That did not do as much damage as I expected. That is a 4 times super effective Fire Pledge, and it did half. That's kind of crazy. That's actually crazy. I guess it's not Stab or anything, and Fire Pledge isn't the strongest move at this point, and Bastiodon and Ledian actually both have good special defense. You know, now that I've spoken it, it makes more sense. Clef Blade. Fable Glade, huh? That just fairy fighting? Yes, it is. We can go into Fangale then. I'm not gonna mess with that too much. That sounds like a strong... I like the galaxy themes. We keep seeing these galaxy themes, like, little bit by bit. This one's a little bit more limited in the galaxy theme, but at the moment, one of the ones that stood out to me the most is actually the Jirachi Torterra, which is not two that I would have put together in my head. 5 Greasius orbs from this dude. I was just wondering if it would maybe give me, like, a lore ball or something, but okay. Speaking of balls, love ball. We can also destroy sandcastles, which is kind of funny. Are you a healer? A few Pokemon wish to make your acquaintance. I think I remember there being, like, a Pokemon healer somewhere down here with, like, a Nurse Joy type of thing. Cubone, Shieldon? That looks like a Shieldon. I think we'll find a Bubble Beam. That's decent damage. Thrash is a little bit scary because I have it in my mind of, like, our Pokemon with Thrash with good old Mibbles, who can annihilate anything with a Thrash. Volcaduo, Volcarona, and Doduo. That sounds like a Rock-type move to me. I think we bring in Skittles and we annihilate it with a Rock Slide. Just a 2-headed Volcarona. To be honest, it kind of just looks like a mutated Volcarona, which is kind of cool in a way. I wonder if Volcadrio looks any different with, like, little stick legs coming out underneath it or anything like that. And Weeby. Celebi. Weedle Celebi? How do we fight a Weedle Celebi? What type even is a Weedle Celebi? Bug Psychic? Bug Psychic sounds right in my head. We'll have Grass-type moves. I'm gonna go into Whizzer. Whizzer's gonna come out here to deal with it because it's a Celebi, and let's not take the legendaries lightly, although that looks horrible. I don't think I've said that much in this entire time playing. That looks horrible. I do not like that sprite. I think it's just because it's a Weedle. I don't think it's anything against the person that made it. I think it's just... it's a Weedle. What do you expect? You just want to battle again. This is what I was ready for. Let's go. I'll heal your Pokemon if you win. I do like being healed when I win. Sandro. Flying type moves are scary. However, I really want to just get the XP from Bubble Beaming. I know I should play it safe. Every part of me is like, hey, just play it safe. And I will. But also, there's a large part of me that's like, it probably wouldn't go for a flying type move anyway. I could probably get away with it. And it would have worked. It would have worked. Because it didn't. Holy fake out damage. Holy fake out damage. Sometimes I forget that Mibbles is a nuclear bomb. Realistically. Miltank Arcanine? Miltank Arcanine sounds Bubble Beamable. Ooh. Why does it have, like, a ghost version of itself in the milk? Why does the milk have a separate face? What is going on here? It's cool, and I actually really like the colors. But why does the milk have a face? Is all I can think. What are they doing? I'm Bubble Beaming. Outsped. Normal gem boosted body slam. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Normal gem boosted body slam, huh? Uh-huh. Rollout's fine. We're just gonna rock slide. And that never happened. Hey, that never happened. We didn't nearly lose our starter at level 35. That would never happen. I would never allow that to happen. That did so much damage. I guess Arcanine's base stats are actually kind of wild, because it was intended to be a legendary at one point before the whole bird trio happened. That's why it's in the Pokedex entry in like the early games it's called the legendary Pokemon. I saw this was starting with Aria, which is Ariados, and I don't know what Ish is other than like Oddish. So I'm just gonna go into Fangale, assuming that this is something along the lines of like Grass Bug. That's my nightmare. That's actually my nightmare. Look at how poisonous that thing looks at that size. For some reason... Alright, this is going to make me sound like a slightly insane person. But when it comes to spiders, I have arachnophobia. That much is pretty well known at this point. However, once they reach a certain size, not in real life, obviously, but in a video game, because I'm also kind of terrified of, like, the spiders in Terraria, specifically, in the spider cabins. Those things creep me out, and I can't even look at them. It's horrifying. But also, at the same time, like, the spiders, like, say, Quelaag in Dark Souls 1, when they get to that size, it's no longer a fear for me, because at that point, I stop seeing it as a spider. You know, once they reach a certain size, it's just like, oh, that's just a monster. And I don't think any more of it. But when I see something like that on that potted plant, on that sprite right there, that's fear. That makes me feel fear. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's more realistic. And it's the real life spiders that are the actually scary ones. Especially if they have the colors of an Ariados where they look that poisonous. Magna King. That sounds like electric type moves we do not stay in. However, what on earth do we go into for this? Magneton is primary electric. Secondary steel, because it was an added type later on, because Magneton in Gen 1 is actually just pure electric. Slowking is psychic secondary. Electric psychic. That sounds like Mibbles, but Mibbles does not like getting hit by a water-type move from Slowking. However, we don't have much else that's great for it. We don't want to get hit by a Psychic-type move on Eugene, because Eugene is no longer a Grass-type, which is slightly annoying for moments like this. Water-types aren't something we deal with super well. Water and Fire, I don't love fighting right now. Especially if we ever want to put the Genesect Metang on the team. Fire is going to become very scary very quickly, and part of my plan was actually to take Tortellini off the team to put the Genesect on, which would mean we'd be very weak to Fire, but we'll see. Get a Fake Out. Resisted Fake Out. Magneton is primary Steel in Infinite Fusion, huh? Okay. Okay. Maybe Steel type was added as its primary typing. That actually could be the case. Like I said, there's some that I just don't think which way around their typing is, because I know they're typing, so I don't think about it anymore. In that case, Boomerang is still fine like I planned. Good. Good. We outspeed as well. Nice. I wasn't sure if we outsped because we went Fake Out first. Zoo-Own. Zubat Unknown. So many Psychic types when I kind of just want to, like, level Eugene a little bit, but I guess we can just bite it with Fangale, and that will be completely fine. That's beautiful. That's just a condom. That's all it is. That's actually just a condom. Horrible condom. It's like one of those girls anti-R word that I won't say on YouTube because I don't know how much YouTube likes that word, but it's like one of the protective things that you put inside you to, like, trap people if they try and do bad things to you at night. I don't know why I'm even saying that. Let's just bite that thing. I don't like the idea of biting that thing after I just gave it that description. That sounds really weird. Let's just... We're removing the condom. The condom's gone. No more condoms. This is all awful. This is all awful. Who do we have down here? I want to evolve Tortellini. Have I mentioned how much evolving Tortellini sounds like fun? Hinsa? Haxorus, huh? Bug Dragon. Skittles can deal with that just fine. We're immune to any scary dragon moves, like Dragon Rage, Dual Shot, anything like that. Pinsir gets a lot of fighting type moves, but we're neutral to those. This should be fine. Goes for Revenge, fighting type move. Pinsir's a weird Pokemon, because early on in, like, early gen games, Pinsir gets nothing. It gets, yeah, moves like this. Brick Break, Revenge, Superpower, Thrash, Vice Grip. It doesn't get any bug move. And Azumarill. How much XP do you need? 1300? Might get enough, but... Azumarill, Ampharos? I've really got to use Eugene at some point. I've got to use Eugene at some point. We're bringing in Eugene. Okay, Eugene's going to have a neutral matchup, and he's going to be fine. Ever since he became a poison type, I'll admit, I've been not using Eugene as much, but it does still have a grass type move. It's just no longer stab, which for some reason makes me not want to use it as much. I mean, it's weaker. And Amphandir, which is another Ampharos. Ampharos. Reindeer. Oh, Inder, Fletchinder. Because I said it as reindeer, but I was immediately trying to work out how it could become a Stantler from that, and it's just not going to work like that. Fletchinder, however, Ampharos Fletchinder is something that we can deal with. Electric Flying. Electric Flying. Do we just stay in and keep hitting it with neutral with, like, Venoshock? Maybe. Or even Swift, which would be stronger. Ooh. I'm not a bird person. I have birds that wake me up in the morning, so I don't love birds in my area specifically, especially because sometimes they're just seagulls, and seagulls are trash birds, basically. But that's kind of pretty. That's kind of pretty. I guess we just Swift, because it's our strongest move. Takedown might have just put it into Swift range, actually. It put it into Swift range. Nice. That is very, very nice. Do you have any goodies? Thirsty after our battle. Here, I'll give you some lemonade. Is it actually lemonade? Brick mail. And one for each of your Pokemon. 6 heal powders. Okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting to get. Okay. I'm fresh out of the water and energized. I'm ready to battle. I also realized that the direction that I have taken is a bunch of optional fights. But I've decided to go this way anyway. I'm going to kick the Lickitung in the tongue. Stomp. That's fine. As long as they're not transforming into me and doing anything weird, I'm fine with just getting stomped. And Meowlax. Meow Snorlax? That also sounds like something I can double kick. Oh, he's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. I'm also kind of terrified of how bulky this thing's going to be. I'm actually going to Thunder Wave it first. First turn paralysis after getting paralyzed, as always. That's just how things go, and I will never understand why it always works like that for me. Double kick does a ton of damage. Payday, we're getting paid after this, and that should get us level 36. I'm excited for this break. I am. I'm not letting focus energy. We win the fight. We're gonna turn, speed up down, and I'm curious to see Tortellini's final form. I see bubbles. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That makes me think it's high effort. I like seeing bubbles. What happened to his arms and legs and feet? Why does he not have hands or feet? Why did his hands and feet disappear? Lands akin. We should get Blaze Kick. Water fighting. The Blaze Light Pokemon wants to learn Blaze Kick. Yes, please. No more Fire Pledge. It is 100% accurate, which is nice, but Blaze Kick has high crit, burn chance, way more base power. We're just gonna take it. If we get Flamethrower, I'll probably replace Blaze Kick with Flamethrower, but until then, Stockpile. Right, because Lantern. Stockpile's an interesting idea. However, we don't have anything like Shell Armor that makes us immune to crits, or Battle Armor, whatever one it is. We're not immune to crits. I'll just get crit if I go for too many stockpiles. We're not going to learn Swallow. We're not... We're not gonna have Swallow without the other moves. That's silly. And we're not gonna have Spit Up without the other moves because, again, that's silly. Cool though. Cool though. Yeah, it didn't seem like it had any other sprites. This is just the one sprite it has. Way higher attack stat, so I'm glad we did change to Blaze Kick. But cool, I'm glad that we have it evolved. I'm now going to put Mibbles in the front, and Mibbles is going to annihilate everything. Do you heal me up again? Yes. Good, good. Is this a new route? Route 12, Route 13. We got our Route 13 encounter, which was Easel Corsola. I double check it our PC box. We do in fact have our Route 13 encounter already because we got the Raichu Meganium that I had slightly forgotten about, which is a very, very cool Pokemon, and it is a grass type. So if we wanted to take it onto the team, maybe instead of Eugene, we could. I'm probably going to have a big team revamp once we've made it to Fuschia City. So my aim for right now is basically just making it there, which we should be able to do if I actually just stop doing every single fight and we pick and choose our battles a little bit more. No reason not to fake out. Bonkers damage. Holy Banzanzo. Saying words. Azuma Pod. We don't fight Azumarill though. We don't. No Azumarill. Azumarill are scary. I've been using one in Pokemon Myth, and I'm learning firsthand Azumarill is very scary. Why have you made Metapod look cute? Weird. Player off did 9 damage after I said that Azumarill was scary. That's on me. That's on me. I guess if it doesn't have huge power. I love them. Give me that Espeon right now. We could fake out you because you should be Psychic Poison, unless Ghastly keeps its Ghost typing. But I'm just gonna Bite, because I'm assuming Bite is just the way to go anyway. Fake out might have just KO'd, but still. And Venodal. Venonat. Beetle? Terrifying. If that's right, that is terrifying. Venomothweedle. Slightly less terrifying somehow. I don't know how it got less terrifying from evolving, but it did. It got less terrifying to me. And I don't know why. Iron Tail. Nah. Nah, I'm an Iron Head boy. I'm an Iron Head boy. Iron Head over Iron Tail any day. It is not close. I prefer it by far. XXX defense free. 4 Cornberries. We have found some really garbage items in this run. We really have. Our item luck has not been good. 2 Landberries, 2 Persimberries. Kind of... Oh, I didn't think he could look up. I don't know why. He was looking from side to side so much that I thought I was fine to do that. I kind of love Sungle. That's just creative, actually. Anything with Smeagol is probably a painting. It's still cool. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for that poor painter that I just slapped out of existence. Literally just clapped right into his brain. And Dialish. Delish? Dialga Oddish? Wait, Dialga. Oh. Oh. Dialga scares me a bit, actually. I'm actually afraid of this. It's gonna be Steel Poison? That really makes me want to Bone Meringue it. That really makes me want to Bone Meringue it. However, I also kind of want to go into Wizard so that we're immune to, like, Earth Power and stuff. Aura Sphere is still scary, though. I'm entirely thinking about Dialga's moveset and not the Oddish's moveset. But between Earth Power, Aura Sphere... I guess Fangale isn't weak to anything. Most notably, unless it has Ancient Power, in which case it's good against that as well. Wow, our team sucks against Dialga, which makes sense, because Dialga's strong. Is it Tortellini that we go into and Blaze Kick? It might be. It might be. Oddish could have a grass-type move, like Mega Drain, and with Dialga's stats, it could screw us over, but I think our plan is actually going into Tortellini. Look, is so weak, but he's so scary. He's so scary. Trust me, he's scary, okay? We're Blaze Kicking. It does a lot of damage. We get the flinch. I have a King's Rock on Tortellini. I totally remembered that. I was planning for the flinch all along. It was all part of my plan. I was going to get the 20% flinch. I just knew. I totally forgot. And a Voltizard. Voltorb Charizard, huh? Again, I kind of want to Boomerang it, but it should actually be Electric Flying. I think Skittles should be fine against it, though. Can't think of anything that either of those two Pokemon would have that would be super good in this situation, so we just Rock Slide. Electro Ball, it does outspeed. Clearly not by that much. Hung on using its Focus Sash. I'm gonna try and finish it with a Dazzling Gleam. Don't do anything crazy. Swift. That's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. You can do that. Alright, what were these items that I was gonna miss? Nana Berries. Oh. This way was to the item. Oh. Well then. That's fine. It's just another battle added on. There's so many trainers on this route that we were gonna have a tough time getting through regardless. Teddy War. I kinda like Teddy War. A little bit simple. I like the moon kind of matching up with Gardevoir. It feels so bad when Pokemon get annihilated like that. Yeah, the moon kind of lined up well, which was cool. Metagross Lopunny. The Steel Thigh-High Boots. The claw is like Metagross's arms. It's actually pretty cool. Boomerang. It was pretty cool, and then it got annihilated. But it was cool. Nin-Eon. I don't know what that is, but my plan is just Ninetales Jolteon, Boomerang. Mibbles. I've been holding Mibbles back a little bit. Dusk Gigas. I'm biting it with Mibbles. Slow start. Okay, alright, we're fine. It didn't live a hit anyway. Mibbles, you've got to calm down. Mibbles needs to calm down. Mibbles and a Rabuta Berry. The items I am getting are such garbage. Actually, the worst of garbage. It's crazy how bad they are. Can I, Route 14, can I make it to the next route? Probably not, honestly. Probably not. I might try and, like, stealth my way through, but I'm very doubtful. Route 14 is also an encounter, by the way. Do I have to do this double battle? Oh, no. Oh, not a double battle. At least I'm leading with a fake-out user for whatever's scarier. Two grass types, huh? That's not ideal. A grass water type, huh? With Victreemy. Well, I guess it's psychic. Oh god, this is... What is even happening? Why are the executes... Why is there an execute above the Starmie? Why is there an execute up there? How did he get over there? Someone make him go back to his own design. This is so confusing to look at. It's a little bit horrifying. We are going to... Fake out Victreemy, for sure, because we can actually hit it with Fake Out. And I am swapping out Skittles for Fangale for the Intimidate and the good typing. No crazy strong grass type move on Mibbles, please. Fake Out does very good damage. Worry Seed's fine. Leftovers is also fine. I want to Bite, X-Edge, and I want to Brave Bird Annihilate Victreemy because I should outspeed it, and I just want it gone. I'm scared of what it can do because it's fully evolved on both sides, and it could have crazy moves. Nibbles wants to learn Fling. No, you have a good moveset. Slash. It's way less risky than Thrash. It's so much less damage. Like, it's crazy how much less damage it is. But I do like the fact that I will be able to click it more reliably, so I'm going to take Slash. We bite, get rid of its edge. Good. Star Slash? Why do you have another Starmie? I'm going to bite, and I'm going to Spark. And I think we should be fine between the two. We outspeed. Sword form, swift, but we're fine. We're fine. With a rocky helmet. Okay, alright. Scary, but we're fine. And I make it. Fuschia City. Route 15 would also be an encounter. Bear in mind, we still do not have our Route 14 encounter as well. Route 15 encounter is going to be... Slowbro Raikou. Okay. 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 Alright. That's a Pokemon right there that is kind of scary. But it is very good. This is not an ideal Pokemon to fight this with, because Psychic-type moves and Electric-type moves, obviously, very scary. If in doubt, we send Wizard out. That is the motto, and that is the motto that I'm going to stick with. Till I see something that makes me think otherwise. Like, getting confused, I guess, is otherwise. Fangale is probably worth healing. I'm gonna heal that up for the Intimidate. That's fine. I'm gonna swap into Fangale because I don't want to hit myself in Confusion and get Water Pulse crit on the same time. That would be very irritating. We can't really hit you with much, can we? You are water... Well, you're water electric. We can probably bite. I'm gonna bite. That's fine. We can do another. I'm gonna do another. That's fine. That was a crit. That was actually one of the better crits we've had, because that put it into a range where I don't have to worry about things from there. I would love to get this thing in a Candy Ball to get this thing gain levels, but I think we just Fusion Ball. Okay, that's fine. It does have Confusion. I'm gonna swap back into Wizard, because Wizard is fine against everything other than Water Pulse. We get confused by Confusion, but that's whatever. Fusion Ball. Okay. Listen, Fusion Balls worked against Metang Genesect, so I'm assuming their catch rate has to be incredibly good. Also, Slow King is the first part of the fusion, and if it goes by the first part of the fusion, which I don't know which it does, that would make it easier to catch. That's a great Pokemon. That's a great pickup. Holy. The Thunder Royal Pokemon. That just sounds good. Water Electric. Do we want to give you a nickname? Absolutely. What do we have that is powerful enough of a nickname for this? What if we gave you a very strange name of Zunder? It's Thunder with a Z, okay? I literally... this is not imaginative, okay? It's just Zunder. That's it. But still, what a crazy good pickup. Can I get past you without battling you? Is the question. Yes, I can walk behind, which means we can get to Fuschia City and we can say that we made it. There is still a bunch of things to do over on that route and Pokemon that we could still see. However, I think my plan might actually be to train up some new Pokemon against the trainers on the previous route. Like, I want to use Zunder now. I do. I really do. So maybe we take off Fangale. I want to use Saura instead of Eugene. That's another thing that I want to do. And I want to put the Genesect on the team somewhere. Question is where? I'm not taking Mibbles off. You can't make me take Mibbles off. There is no way I will ever do that. I don't really want to take skills off, because I wanted to get the XP and to evolve. We could get rid of Wizard. We do have 2 other electric types now. Saying that is very scary, but it will be replaced with something else that is very good. But not having Wizard is a little bit scary, but I kind of want to do something like that. there anyone else in my mind that I really want to use? I kind of want to use one. Raiden is also tempting. That looks very different to when we caught it. That sprite looks different. I don't know if that's just me or not, but that looked very different. If anyone else that looks different, I don't think so. Everyone else looks the same. But that sprite looks different to what I remember. That might just be me though. Okay, I think we could use this. It seems like a pretty good team. We could also take Tortellini off, because we do have a water type in Zunder now, actually. We have a water type in Zunder now. Means we could swap things around. Although I kind of like what we have. I kind of like what we have here. Water types are good, after all. It is a good typing. Thunder isn't weak to electric, so they have slightly different resistances. I like that. I like that. We'll try and roll with this team starting from next episode. I might try and just get it all trained up on the trainers from the route on the right and just maybe, like, record while I'm doing it and briefly point and go, woo, if I see anything, like, super crazy, or if anything super crazy happens while they're being, like, switch trained. Like a pursuit, which would be something scary that could happen. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For right now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, bye.